Hello valued viewers, I hope you're all doing very well. Operation Cyclone was a US CIA operation with British MI6 assistance to fund and arm the Mujahideen fighters in the 1979 to 1988 Soviet Afghan war. The operation peaked with the supply of 2,300 Stinger shoulder-launched missiles beginning in 1986. This, for the first time since 1979, gave the fighters the ability to tackle the dreaded Soviet Mi-24 Hind helicopters, which had been so effective in controlling the conflict. Amazingly, the first 4 Stingers fired by the fighters downed 3 Mi-24s, at least according to their records. After the initial shock wore off, the Soviets began countering the Stinger threat by adding infrared decoys to their helicopters and changing from a median flight altitude to extremely low altitude. These countermeasures did seriously reduce the Stinger threat, but still, the overall effect was very high. Over the conflict, the Soviets lost a staggering 333 helicopters and 118 fixed-wing aircraft. The missiles were so effective that by the end of the war, the US began buying back the missiles that they originally donated to ensure that they wouldn't be used against friendly assets in any future conflict. This buyback scheme was reinitiated in 2001 when the US-led ISAF coalition entered the country in what turned out to be a 21-year war. This buyback scheme removed considerable quantities of Stingers from insurgents' hands and undoubtedly saved ISAF lives in this later conflict. For reasons of balance, not everyone was convinced of the Stinger's effectiveness. Asked for the main reasons for the Soviet withdrawal in 1989, Premier Gorbachev stated that the Stinger threat was not a major factor in the decision. Additionally, the Pakistanis, who were also supplied with the missiles to attack Soviet aircraft operating near the border, claimed very low hit rates. All research today comes from this book here, which I've recently finished. First, geography. We'll be operating in the Kandahar region of Afghanistan. In particular, we'll be in the Zari province, which out of interest is known as the birthplace of the later Taliban. As was typical of the Soviet Afghan conflict, a village or town would be identified by the Soviets as being friendly or housing the Mujahideen fighters. We have this village here. I couldn't actually find the name of this village, so I'm going to call it Lalak South, as Lalak village is up there. It's been designated by the Soviets as harbouring Mujahideen fighters. Assuming they weren't just going to bomb it into oblivion, typically they would send Hind helicopters loaded with Soviet troops in to first subdue and take the town. The Mujahideen fighters themselves rarely positioned themselves in the town for long. It simply wasn't safe for them to do that. So instead, they dug caves and made bases within the mountains. This kept them safe from the Soviets, who rarely dared enter the mountains. The Soviets really struggled to operate in the mountains. We guys today, playing as the Mujahideen, are going to start on this mountaintop here near Moza Kariz. We have been told by the village elder that they're going to be attacked by the Soviets. So the first thing we'll do is trek with our donkeys 5 miles from the mountaintop to the village. There we'll meet up with the village elder and he'll tell us to equip with Stinger missiles recently provided by the CIA. At that point we must defend the village from incursions by the Soviets. It'll come in 3 waves, each becoming more difficult. To represent the improvements of the Soviet attacks over the decade, we'll first start with a relatively easy attack. It'll be a single Mi-24D. He will fly at medium altitude, making him relatively easy to target with the newly provided Stingers, and have no infrared decoys. If we deal with him, then a later model, a Mi-24P, will attack us. This entered service in 1981 and it will fly at low altitude, making it much harder for us to see and target, and it will come with a medium, spelt wrong, sorry, level of flares. If we defeat him, then the end boss level, the latter war attack. 2 Mi-24s equipped with troops and weapons, obviously, low altitude with their full complement of flares. Once we've run it as the Mujahideen, we'll then rerun the scenario, but this time we'll be flying the Mi-24s, or for those that don't have the Mi-24s, you can stay as a Mujahideen fighter, and we're going to attack the village and see what it's like from the other side, being shot at by Stinger manpads. Welcome in, viewers. Today's Mujahideen fighters are Simba, Poosh, Mems, Dark, me, Cannibal. Hello, boys.
Hello.
One more.
Hello.
Viewers, they would not have G... Really, guys? You just...
Handbrake is not
off.
strong enough.
Didn't hit anything.
Right. Turn around and come back, I guess. The Mujahideen fighters, as I said, would stick to the mountains wherever possible. It's what kept them safe from the Soviets. They would not have jeeps or automobiles. From what I've read, they would all be on foot with their Kalashnikovs and other weapons, and they would have donkeys carrying their heavier stuff. Right, guys, if you now take your handbrake off, we need to navigate to the town. The village elder there has got a message to us that Soviets are on the way. Wow, it really is hard to control, isn't it? So please start heading 220, but please try and stick to the mountain passes. As soon as the Mujahideen fighters went onto the flat plains, that's when the Soviets picked them up. The helicopters would find them, strafe them. Wow, this is really hard, and take them down. As I said, research on this video today is done from the book that I've read, and it was written by an SAS soldier who was infiltrated with the Mujahideen, and so he has first-hand experience of what went on. Yeah, this is going to be troublesome, isn't it?
It's pretty okay if you use the rudder pedals for left and right.
Rudder pedal, okay, I'm going to try. Try and stick together if possible, guys. Interestingly, viewers, the Mujahideen, until I researched about it, I used to think of them as one organised group, a bit like an army, but they weren't at all. It's just a colloquial word, name, used for a collection of completely independent factions, especially in the earlier parts of the war. Wow, this is going to be really hard, isn't it? Oh, well, plenty of talking time about history. Oh my god. The only thing that those factions had in common... Yes, Doc?
We'll just stay on the gas.
Yeah.
If somebody could hit me and turn me back on my wheels, that'd be
go
great.
back to map.
I could definitely do that.
And then it writes itself.
Thanks, Dark.
I'm just rolling down the hill.
Well, there's one way of doing it. Don't go on the flat plains. Don't go on the flat plains. The Hinds will find you. Right, viewers. So, as I was saying, each province, each sub-province, known as a district, would have a warlord. Each warlord would control his own group of fighters, almost like a mini army. And they wouldn't really have anything to do with the other districts. They would fight on their own with their own rules and their own whatever. So there was no centralization. Eventually there was some centralization, and then introduce, Osama bin Laden later on and whatnot, and things changed. In a way, I think it actually helped the way they fight, and they did do huge damage to the Soviets and the Nationals, because it made them, you couldn't cut the head off the snake. It'd be operating in several different cells. Anyway, I just found that a bit interesting. Let me know your thoughts on that, viewers. The way that they fought. I apologise to whoever I hit. Turns out this is quite hard.
Thank you. Simba, where are you at?
There was a lot of nasty stuff going on this war, viewers. In 1981, the Yellow Rain conspiracy, if that's the right word, happened, where America accused the Soviets of using chemical warfare. The Soviets denied it. The main one that they were accused of was yellow rain. Yellow rain is a myotoxin, and it did horrible things to the human body. It basically made them bleed to death from the inside out. It was very nasty. Again, in my book, the guy reports seeing victims of yellow rain fighters that turned completely black. Their hair had fallen out, and they were bled until they died, basically. Extremely nasty stuff. As I said, the Soviets denied this and said it was all a conspiracy theory, and said that the yellow rain was not actually a chemical. It was actually a natural phenomenon, including bees. In the end, America concluded there was not enough proof, despite many first-hand accounts of yellow rain being used, that there was enough evidence, and so essentially dropped it, and it was inconclusive. Recently, however, more evidence has been, coming out of the use of yellow rain and other chemicals, and new charges are being brought. I'm just bouncing my way down the hill now. That's not to say that the Mujahideen fighters were not very nasty themselves, because they were quite nasty in the way they treated the Soviets. They absolutely did not follow the rules of war. Quite often they would shoot helicopters down. Rather than capturing or killing the crew, they would take the crew back, alive to their villages and set their women folk on them, who mutilated them horribly. It was a nasty, nasty war on either side, so no one was blameless. Right, I don't know who's got furthest, but certainly not me, so I'm going to try.
Made it almost down the hill.
Roger, without cheating?
Yeah. Well, I've knocked a few people back over on my way.
Has anyone found a way of actually doing this without constantly spinning round?
Yeah. Stay on the gas.
It was absolutely
well, modulate the, I kind of, as I was getting sideways going down the hill, I would like modulate the throttle to where I would hit a tree with the back of the vehicle so it would straighten out. Because once you kind of get sideways, you can't really get it back going north-south, so I just used the throttle to control where I would impact a tree.
It's probably right. It's probably what a Jeep would do. It would just friggin'...
Once you get to the low flat spot, you can kind of just circumvent the hills and all the trees by kind of going along the right side of all the hills.
Right, I may have done a tiny little bit of cheating, but I'm still in cover of the trees! These donkeys are a nightmare. The Soviets did chase the Mujahideen up into the mountains, viewers, but they often didn't fare well. They couldn't get, heavy equipment up there. They can get helicopters, but it was very easy to hide in the rocky outcrops. The troops would go up and pursue, but once up there, ambushes was so easy to lay. It was very hard for the Soviets to do tactics. I'm sure the same things happened in 2021.
Just saw someone smack a tree.
Most importantly, the Mujahideen knew the topography, whereas the Soviets didn't.
Cap, stay on course for a quarter of a mile and then turn right, or turn left.
Yes.
You're just behind dark.
Shall I follow dark?
Yes.
Oh, dark.
Taking a little zig into the mountain. Oh.
Yeah, come right.
Oh, do you want me to push you?
But, yeah, I might need a little help, Cap.
Cap.
Yeah, I need ramming speed.
Cap F10 method also works.
Yeah. Oh god, these things
more
are so...
fun.
Yeah, we got you.
Perfect.
Alright, go.
Alright, you guys need to come right to a heading of 191. Cannonball, stay on that heading for about a quarter of a mile and then turn 45 left.
Might have to spin you out.
No.
Pit maneuver.
I'm for it.
Woo. You guys are just under half a mile.
Yeah, I think we see you down in the valley.
Yep.
Alright, we were second.
Push stay on heading for half a mile. I'll let you know.
Good thing the Mujahideen have such good radios.
Yeah, right. Yeah. How they actually communicated was... I have no idea how.
They used handy talkies quite a bit, at least when they were fighting Americans.
Right. Visual someone come in.
Me.
Welcome.
Oh, dang it!
Oh no.
Twat. You assume it's this one
Alright,
here.
yep. I'm moving, turning right.
Come on, chaps. Got a village to save.
Good, we've got a skilled navigator to lead.
Well, we'll see when we get there. Simba does have form.
We fly in better formation than we drive.
Yeah, we're pretty bad drivers.
Town will be at your 11 o'clock after the tree line. I would like to state for the public record, my driving is better than yours, so don't put me in your horrible driving category. I can't believe you doubt me, Dark. Can't believe you doubt me.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Well, I'm on your right now. This way, guys. We're here. Definitely the right village. Why isn't the village elder? Yes, village elder. Welcome, brave fighters. Park your donkeys and pick these US-provided missiles up. Okay, guys, we just park around here and honk yourself there, please. I see another Stinger manpad. Hello, fellow Stinger.
How do I make
manpad.
my guy move forward?
Same as the Jeep. To fire at some... Oh god, village elder. Warning, brave fighters. Me-24D approaching from the northwest, containing the Red Scourge. Right, guys, let's get to it. Heading 300-ish. Look for a Me-24. When you see it, put your crosshairy thing over it and wait for a lock tone. When you get the lock tone, you will fire. It causes a massive backblast, so I suggest getting away from any buildings. Don't stand behind anyone where they launch a manpad. It will not end well for you. Look at this, viewers. It's like playing Warcraft all over again. Except less Warcrafty and more Soviet. Right, I'm out with the fighters now. Attempting to achieve lock, sir.
Oh, visual on it.
Is he even coming towards us? No, he's pointing towards us. He's definitely pointing towards us, guys. He's just flying very
Oh, I
rapidly.
hear him getting close.
Here he comes. Cap, about to get towed, waiting,
Got
waiting. Cap, fire.
Stim of fire.
We need more.
Yeah,
Two contact,
no,
two
we got him.
contact. 3, hold fire. The Red Scourge is down. Let's go and grab the flight crew and take them back to our wives. We're very vicious wives. Well done, guys. First thing, we did a thing. Did anyone blow themselves up? Look at you all listening to my commands for once. Alright, back to the centre for a meeting. And Peter Britt, Village Elder, warning, brave fighters. Me-24P, approaching from the southwest. Okay, southwest is break. What is southwest? Go to low 200 side of the village. And look for the Red Scourge. Now, this guy will have flares, and he'll fly low and tactically rather than being a giant knobhead. So, bear that in mind. Visual, heading.
Visual.
230. Right. There's my friggin' boys. Space out, boys, space out. The backblast is stupidly overmodelled in this. You know when I asked him to fly at 50 feet? He completely ignored me. That's kind of a him problem. What I should have done, I should have put bloody humans in there. Single player it worked perfectly. We boshed in at 50 feet and smashed over at 120 knots. Multiplayer just, I don't know what it's doing.
Oh, I found the town water pump.
Huh. Is it horribly polluted with yellow rain? And demonetised.
Well, if give me a second, I can use my own
you're
yellow
smashed
rain.
He's down to
here.
50 feet.
Yeah, there's problem because the desert caused reflection of heat. It made the Stinger manpad ineffective.
Symbol 1 away.
Well done. Yes, someone got him. He's still alive. All right, boys. That was a lot easier than I thought. Like I said, unfortunately, in multiplayer, they're being complete idiots, but it is what it is, guys. Good shooting. Right, again, go and collect the... Oh, yeah, I found the pump, too. Go and collect the bodies and take them to the wives. Everyone, back to the centre for some refreshments. What did they used to eat? They eat...
Dates.
Yeah, what are those big breads? Not pita bread. What did they have? Those big breads they have? Damn it. I got them. Naan. They had naan
Not the right one.
and vegetable stuff. Right, 2 smokestacks. That'll bring the Soviets out, guys.
I like Coco Ichiban garlic cheese naan bread.
Good lord.
Ooh.
Ichiban. Oh, #1 Japan. Right, Village Elder. Warning, brave fighters. Me-24P approaching from the southeast. Southeast, guys. 140, 150, something like that. Let's go. Maybe these ones will follow orders. Alright, let's start assigning targets. Supercap left.
Symbol left.
Them's right.
Okay. Dark right.
Oh, look at that. They're swapping over. Naughty boys.
Lazing.
Blazing.
They're doing wiggly woo-woo. Why not? Someone get an AGM-65 Echo in there. Must be some...
Tone.
Symbol tone.
Barrett wheel.
Symbol 1 away.
Pooch out.
Miss.
I hit the
Reloading.
ground.
Shit.
Hit.
It is an end boss fight. Run! Not me! I'm too beautiful to die! No! Jesus Christ! Jesus, that really... Look at the AAA.
Out of ammo.
Oh dear. I'm depleted also. It's hide somewhere and let the gunners do it. Oh dear. I'm gonna... Yeah, I forgot that we only had 3 shots. I'm gonna go with this fighter here and spur him on. You, sir, Muhammad, you fight with vigour and honour. And I better not say anything else. One's going down. Set the wives on him. Good man, pad. Miss. One's bottled it. One's gone. Defensive perimeter. Get all armour 3 on this. Have they bottled it, or are they coming back for more? Get into that side of the village. Miss. They've got so many flares. Look at them learning over 10 years how to defeat the manpad threat. They're coming in. Well, it turns out area is actually quite good. Shot. Still one survives. Yeah, smacky boom boom. He's still going. Oh, not for long. Look at that, boys. Isn't it eloquent? He's got a RTB. He's dead. He's a dead man. Oh. That's most unfortunate. I'm not going to even bother sending the wires for him. He's going to splat. Huh. Well, they are only like 1.5 kilo warheads. So... Oh, in the face. Good shot,
him, coach.
boys. Well done. All right. So what did that show? The first one with the early war Hind was very easy to take down. First man-pad took him down. The second one was still a bit stupid, but it took like 5 man-pad shots to kill him. Sorry, viewers, I just had some PC problems, and I've had to leave my guide. But as I was saying, the first D variant from the early war was very easy to take down with the first missile. The second one from the later war with the flares and, well, marginally better tactics took 4 or 5 of us to shoot him down. And then the second pairs, proper pair tactics, loads of flares, took, what, a dozen missiles? More than a dozen missiles to shoot him down. So I think that was moderately representative, guys. We're going to run the same situation now, but most of us are now going to be in the helicopters. Welcome back, viewers, now from the Soviets' point of view. So, we've got, some of us are in Hinds, and some of us are in the man-pads. Let's just get everything set up first, the most important thing. I need my cooling. Second, let's set our weapons up.
Turning on weapons.
On. Alright guys, please take off, lead us to the base, lead us to the village that's under Mujahideen control, and let's do a thing. Oh, I haven't flown this for a while. Anyone know the vector?
300.
Roger.
I'm attempting to lead you on that.
Completely understand how people fall in helicopters, go into wires and die because you really late see them.
Yep. It's pretty easy in game. They're kind of over-modelled in terms of size, but in real life, sometimes you really can't see them. All right, check your flares, boys.
Yeah, we're a ways out still.
Someone is dumping all the flares.
Yeah, I didn't actually ask him to do that.
I've set mine up to release 16 at a time, but he does it very slowly.
Imagine being a fighter with an AK and a donkey, viewers, and a grenade, and having that coming towards you. And these were heavily armoured helicopters, remember. In fact, there's a story in my book I read where they shot down one of these more modern variants, and NATO or America wanted to know the thickness of the armour and the type of metal, so they had to go and retrieve the crashed helicopter, remove the piece of metal, the armour, that weighed like as much as a person or more, put it on the back of a donkey and walk it 100 miles to Pakistan, so that they could learn the vulnerabilities of the helicopter. It's super interesting.
Weapons ready.
We're entering threat now, so
Roger.
let's move low.
Yep. Going fast.
Yeah, 3.5 miles.
Right, guy at the front, you're going to take the brunt of it, I'm afraid, but
That was my plan.
sacrifice it for the Soviet Union. Sacrifice it for the Union, Simba. The Union is everything. What we're doing, viewers, is we're masking ourselves in the heat of the desert.
Those things are terrifying.
Yep.
Just for sound.
And it would have a platoon of troops in as well, don't forget, who get out and start RPKing you.
Village on the nose.
Roger. I'm going with rockets. Objective, destroy the village completely. Is that it literally there?
Yep.
Yep.
Jesus Christ, you weren't joking, were
Missile,
you?
missile straight ahead.
Uh-oh.
Good salvo. The helicopter's acting strange, but I can fly it. Remember your flares. Right, especially on your egress with your engines pointing towards them, be careful. Any helicopters lost?
Yep. Lost me on the way in. I got the rockets off.
Cap
I'm
reinforcing.
alive, but my engine's not.
Yeah, I also took
Engine's
massive
dying.
damage. Come on, you damn
Someone's
helicopter.
still shooting up the village.
Pedals aren't doing what I asked them to, they're doing the opposite. What's going on here? Right, I'll be fine.
Okay, I killed some of the vehicles on the other side.
Go, we're done.
Oh yeah.
I think we've just killed everything.
I was in there with the gun.
Are you dead, man,
Yeah.
guys?
Yep.
I am.
Yeah.
Everybody.
Oh, I laid waste to a whole bunch of AI people.
Yeah, me too.
Wow, we just nuked everything. The splash damage. That's pretty realistic, viewers. I mean, they would go and atomize the villages from what I've read. Yeah, my pedals are jammed in one position, so I can't actually steer. In fact, I can sort of fly it like an aeroplane.
It's behind.
Oh, one of you is literally landing there. I'm going to try and land in the village as well, because I can't really fly.
Killing vehicles.
I don't.
Comrade Commander, we destroyed nearly all vehicles.
I can't tell if it was the ground fire or
Ah, it's pretty
my
awesome.
like high G immediate stop that killed my engines.
Perfectly valid landing. I'm getting out.
Oh yeah.
I rolled the
Got your
PPK.
gear.
Oh, one of you is still smashing. Is that you, Fly?
Yes, sir.
I wouldn't be surprised if my rockets killed one of my own helicopters. I'd put all 100 and something rockets in. But we're Soviets, guys.
Okay, I think that was the last truck.
No, there's a couple more that are not fully on fire underneath you now.
Roger, turning around.
I can't believe we killed all man-pads so easily. Like, quickly. Guys, why don't we run it again? But I might be a man-pad this time, just to see what it's like from the man-pad point of view. Just do the same thing.
Okay, sounds good.
Alright, we're going to try again. I just want to see how hard that was, viewers, because it was so different when AI were coming. Welcome back, viewers. I thought I would run it again, but me as a man-pad, and 3 of them, and a few other man-pads, and the boys, just 3 of them as helicopters, and they're ingressing now. I'm guessing you're about 4 or 5 miles out. Just to see what it was like for a fighter having to deal with a highly trained hind driver going at 20 feet above the ground.
Village on the nose.
Yep.
Oh, don't like this. Don't like this. Get him, boys. Get him, boys. Tone. Can't get the tone. You won't get the tone. I need the high pitch beat. Oh, we got one. We got one. Jesus, look at that one.
Oh, I got sniped!
Shoot him. Shoot him. Son of a bitch. We managed to get one of you. Wow, you landed right next to me. Right.
Yeah, you guys sniped me. I was immediately dead.
Re-attack, Heinz, re-attack.
Oh boy.
They take so much damage. Ow. No need. Oh, I got hit by stray rockets, son of a bitch. I mean, either way, you really wouldn't want to be on either side.
Oh, I'm going down. Now I've just got to steer for middle of the village. Oh, can I land
Dark
it?
is getting smashed to pieces. Poor old Dark. He tries so hard. He's always tried hard, guys. Alright, send out the wives. Alright, viewers.
How does the initial missile salvo
Yeah,
change the
we
fight?
managed to get you, didn't we? You were a little bit higher than you were last time, Fly, or at least, you know, you're just a little bit easier to get. Well, a great demonstration of how hard it can be on both sides, how hard it can be to fight manpads, even with flares going, if the manpads know which direction you're coming from and all that stuff, and how hard it can also be from the manpad side, if these guys thunder in at 50 feet and 150 knots or whatever. You know, it's really, you know, it's much harder in real life than it is just to click a mouse like it is here as well. Very hard to get tone and whatnot. Good. That's what you guys wanted. You guys wanted examples of the introduction of the Stinger in 1986 to this conflict and the effect it has, and I hope we've showed you that. Anything to add, guys?
Dark isn't going to be very happy when they reach him.
No, he is not going to be happy when my wife reaches him. I hope you enjoyed that, and bye-bye.